Hello dear colleagues, today we are going to read an interesting story called The Flower Shop from the Improve Your English book series, Stories for Intermediate Learners. Let's begin. A man went into a flower shop one day and asked the assistant, "Do you have any flowers that will make me popular?" "Of course," said the assistant, "everyone wants to be popular. That's why our best seller is the flower of love. It's in that pink box over there." The man went over to the box and saw a beautiful flower with pink petals and green leaves. "How much is it?" he asked. "That depends on how much you want to spend," said the assistant mysteriously. "We can arrange that," said the man, and he paid $2 for the flower. He took the flower out of the shop and walked down the street. He met a woman he knew. She was a popular TV personality. He thought this was his chance to become popular. So he gave her the flower. "Thank you," she said. "It's so thoughtful of you to bring me a flower, but I don't like pink flowers." She put the flower in the bin. He felt very sad. He had spent a lot of money on this flower and now it was in the rubbish. He went home and told his wife about the incident. His wife was very surprised. "You bought the flower of love for that popular TV personality. Don't you know that's her favorite flower? You should have given it to her. She would have liked it." The man felt very embarrassed. He hadn't known that. He thought the flower would make him popular. But he had been wrong. The next day, he went back to the flower shop. He wanted to buy another flower. But when he got there, he saw a long queue of people waiting to buy flowers. He couldn't believe his eyes. The shop assistant looked up from behind the counter and said, "Can I help you?" "I want to buy a flower," said the man. "What's your best flower?" "I want to be popular." The assistant smiled and pointed to the queue. "Can't you see? We're all here to buy the same thing. The flower of love. It's our best seller. Everyone wants to be popular." The man joined the end of the line. He waited patiently until it was his turn. When he got to the counter, he said, "I would like to buy that flower, please." "Certainly," said the assistant, and he began wrapping the flower in pink tissue paper. "How much does it cost?" "That depends on how much you want to spend," said the assistant mysteriously. The man thought for a moment. He didn't want to spend too much, but he did want to be popular, so he said, "Give me the most expensive one." The assistant smiled and said, "You have excellent taste. That's the one everyone wants. It's $eBay." "That's too expensive," said the man. "I don't have that kind of money." The assistant looked at him for a moment, then he said, "Well, just pay for the flower and I'll give you the tissue paper free of charge." The man laughed. "Very funny," he said, "but I still haven't got $eBay." The assistant shrugged his shoulders and said, "No problem, just pay what you can and take it home. You'll be popular, I promise." The man paid $2 for the flower. He took it out of the shop and walked down the street. He met that popular TV personality again. She was sitting in a cafe. He went into the cafe and said, "Would you like a flower?" "Oh, thank you," she said. "That's very kind of you. What's the flower?" "It's the flower of love," said the man proudly. The woman's face lit up. "Oh, how lovely," she said. "I love that flower. Thank you so much." The man felt very happy. He had found the secret to being popular. All you need is a bunch of flowers. Now I suggest that you pause the video and try to answer these questions. You can write your answers in the comments below. Do you want to be popular? Why or why not? What would you do if you were popular? Which character in the story do you like best? Who is the funniest character? Why? Now let's check your answers together. The first question is, do you want to be popular? Why or why not? This question doesn't have a right or wrong answer. It just gives us an opportunity to practice using some of the vocabulary from the story. Popular. If you want to be popular, it means you want other people to like you and to enjoy spending time with you. You want to be well known. You want other people to recognize you and say nice things about you. Do you want to be popular? Why or why not? And the second question is, what would you do if you were popular? Here is my answer. If I were popular, I would use my popularity to help others. For example, if I were a popular teacher, I would try to encourage my students to take an interest in learning English, and I would try to inspire them to follow their dreams. And if I were a popular singer, I would sing songs that would make people feel good. My songs would have positive messages. And the third question is, which character in the story do you like best? Who is the funniest character? There is no right or wrong answer to this question. It just gives us an opportunity to practice talking about the characters in the story. Who is your favorite character and why? Okay, now let's talk about the vocabulary from the story. Can you use each of these words in a sentence? Here are your words: a bunch, a customer, to encourage, to expect, a personality, to purchase, to suggest, mysterious, a seller, popular, an assistant, to think. Okay, now let's check your answers together. So the first word is a bunch. A bunch is a group of things that are connected in some way. It's actually a bunch of bananas. My wife bought a bunch of flowers yesterday. Bunch can also mean a large number. There's a bunch of students in that classroom. That means there are a large number of students in that classroom. And the next word is customer. A customer is someone who buys something from a shop or a business. The flower shop assistant was very helpful. The customers always felt welcome in the shop. The next word is encourage. To encourage someone means to give them support, to help them do something they want to do. Parents should encourage their children to follow their dreams. The next word is expect. To expect something means to think that something will happen. I expect my students to arrive on time for class. I think my students will arrive on time for class. The next word is personality. A personality is the combination of behaviors and attitudes that make each person unique. That popular TV personality was famous for her beautiful smile. The next word is purchase. To purchase something means to buy it. I want to purchase a new car. I want to buy a new car. The next word is suggest. To suggest something means to tell someone that something would be a good idea. I suggest that you watch this video twice. I think it would be a good idea to watch this video twice. The next word is mysterious. Mysterious means strange and difficult to understand. The man's behavior was mysterious. No one knew what he was thinking. The next word is seller. A seller is someone who sells something. The flower seller sold beautiful flowers every day. And the next word is popular. Popular means liked by many people. Being popular isn't everything. It's more important to be true to yourself. The next word is assistant. An assistant is someone who works helping a more important person. The shop assistant helped the customers find what they wanted. And the last word is think. To think means to have a particular opinion or belief. What do you think about online learning? I think online learning is convenient and effective. Okay, now let's talk about the grammar from the story. Do you know what type of verb tenses are used in these sentences? Let's find out. One day a man went into a flower shop. When he got to the counter, he said, "I would like to buy that flower." "Certainly," said the assistant. He began wrapping the flower in pink tissue paper. While the assistant was wrapping the flower, the man asked, "How much does it cost?" When he got to the counter, he said, "I would like to buy that flower." "Certainly," said the assistant. He began wrapping the flower in pink tissue paper. The man paid $20 for the flower. The next day, he went back to the flower shop. When it was his turn, he said, "I would like to buy that flower, please." So which verb tense is used in these sentences? Simple past, simple present, and simple future. These sentences describe finished actions that happened at a specific time in the past. They describe habits or facts that were true before the time of speaking, and they describe actions that will happen after the time of speaking. Okay, now let's play a game called Find the Mistakes. I will say a sentence from the story, and if you find a mistake, please write it down in the comments below. Ready? Let's begin. The man paid $15 for a flower and he took it out of a shop. The man paid $15 for a flower and he took it out of a shop. Did you find a mistake? Of course. It's a shop. It should be the shop. Let's try another sentence. The next day, he went back to a flower shop. The next day, he went back to a flower shop. Did you find a mistake? Yes. It's the flower shop. We need to use the definite article the and the last sentence. He met a woman he knew. He met a woman he knew. Did you find a mistake? Yes, it's the woman. We need to use the definite article the. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and I'll see you next time. Bye.